Is this how deep in the tournament is this?
Yeah, he wasn't able to execute it.
I know because before they played in previous.
This is pretty deep, right? Zeku.
Wasn't working for him, but I just didn't agree. I don't think the Ken's ready.
You can just dash the neutral jump. Yeah.
He's gonna give
Top
it a
8,
shot
thanks.
against Zeku. Last time these guys fought Zeku, it was mostly
This whole
AngryBird
tournament is top
and,
8 only.
Infexious in old. Let's
But
see
I
how they
appreciate
choose
it.
now.
Yeah, they played in the beginning, right? And Infectious used Ken.
Straight to Young.
Zeku mirrors. I mean, I don't know if I would call a Zeku mirror awesome.
Well, this is a new strategy. I've not seen
Zeku's a cool character in theory. But in practice, Zeku kind of just fucking goes insane and kills you.
nice fight back.
My not so hot take is that I think young Zeku is one of the most degenerate characters in the game.
Funny matchup because these guys are going to be sliding all over the place, trying to escape each other.
Not dizzy.
No way. Good block.
Punish.
Nice block, clean.
Oh, word, he missed his punish? Wow.
I respect it because the stand light kick activate was too far.
Damn, that sucks. He mashed that hoping that he would miss the punish. And I didn't miss burning bees. Dropping the big 14. Thanks very much. Like, in theory, Zeku is a really interesting character, and he has these cool stance switches, and he plays like 2 characters. In actuality, you're like, hey man, fuck all that zoning shit. I'm gonna switch into young Zeku and dash around. But these two are obviously masters of the character. They're both very, very good and fun to watch. Yeah, I mean they both play both. That's dizzy. Switch back into young Zeku with the palm. Meaty Graham. Zeku's a great character. Oh no. Yeah, that makes sense because he probably wanted the corner, right? Nice back throw. I think he thought he could walk under, and I think you can if you're a young Zeku there, but probably not old. I mean, the reason you don't see people using old is because the honest truth is that young Zeku is really the degenerate, powerful character on the ground. Old Zeku is a little bit more difficult to play, and he has less benefits, I think, in a lot of cases, right? I think he's quite good, actually, in both, but I think young Zeku is easier and just a little bit more powerful. I don't know what he could do at that range, actually, off counter hit medium punch. He's pretty far. So he thought he had a counter hit combo, but he hit the V-trigger startup as a reversal. Which one has a DP? Old Zeku. Back throw. He can just chip him now. Yeah. You have to be careful for that slide. I mean, he has V-reversal, but you have to be pretty careful because he puts you in checkmate. I'm familiar with Bushin. If you've heard me talk about a Zeku match, I talk about that all the time. I mean, the thing about young Zeku not having an anti-air is that, I mean, you just walk under them, or you just, light shoulders okay at some ranges, medium kicks okay at some ranges. But yeah, I mean, it's not great. That's a big counter hit combo. Nice. Damn, that was a good choice. You know, in that case, you're gonna try to block the mix-up some way, right? So that going for the throw there, I think, is perfect. It's perfect because, you know, you're trying to think like, all right, left, right, I gotta guess for the match. Like, what am I gonna do? AngryBird also cracks me up because I know he's not taking any time to like chill there. The way he plays is like he's like, all right, rematch immediately. Man, I like that down jab run. That reminds me of like Laura players using stand leg kick when people go over them. Yeah, that buffer is really fucking good, by the way. Crouching medium punch is super, super good. Big combo. Counter hit roundhouse or counter hit fierce from young Zeku into switch are both so good. Yeah, they're both so good, and they're such big, high damage stun and or high stun and damage starters, especially with an EX gauge.
I just think AngryBird's understanding his timing of when he thinks he can press a button. What?
Oh, I like that he actually didn't take just the switch. He just went for the mix-up instead.
Maybe he wanted to save
Nice shoulder anti-air and the switch.
The grab, he's going to put himself in the corner here, and he's trying to get that back throw.
Close to dizzy.
Conversion.
This is not looking good for AngryBird.
The tech.
AngryBird cracks me up. He got hit by down jab, and he was like, oh, I got hit. Crouching jab, standing leg kick. Nice. Got under the jump.
All right, that's it. I believe that is. Let's see what happens.
Bing, 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 bang. Last hit.
Yeah, they're 2-1.
His V-trigger as a dash under or cross under to beat jumps is very good. Even sometimes if it doesn't punish people, they just don't react and they get hit sometimes. This is very good. The next CPT event I'm going to commentate, Canada Cup.
So many times it doesn't cash out. I'm not sure if he's not trained it enough, if he's not used to
It's very
trying
good.
to even attempt to go for it.
I think it's scattered thoughts.
Scattered
Remember,
thoughts, yeah.
he tried to come with a different game plan before, and now he's trying to get back into the rhythm and muscle memory for the Zeku matchup here. And I think AngryBird has done a really good job of getting him to think about so many different things simultaneously.
Yeah, you see, that's like one of those examples of a range where you don't have,
Getting him to think about
you don't have a really good option here.
different things simultaneously.
You just kind of walk under and do this. Throw or medium punch or whatever.
He tried to air to air. The trade will work out as long as AngryBird stays
Meaty
on.
Graham.
Infectious can work with that. And a jump back fierce. Damn, he's done out all these punch buttons
Look at him backing up. Get away from me.
with these killers.
Yeah, he's running for his life. I think that sometimes you have to do that, especially when Zeku has V-trigger, you have to run from the slide.
Seldom see Infectious do that, so.
It's a very good V reversal Zeku has.
Uh-oh, mix up?
Stand like kick to press off.
Uh-oh.
+2.
I thought he was going to switch into EX flip.
These combos, I know he's getting the hits. He's just not finishing.
That's bad.
Wow.
That was a very awkward
That
angle.
was sick. And AngryBird just
He gets this big hit, plus he still has V-trigger, so slide, yeah.
Oh, that was crazy.
And you know, one thing I like about both of these players, that's dead, yeah. One thing I like about both of these players is that they don't just do the V-trigger and do the whole follow-up. If it's blocked, they'll do like down jab and then reset you, or end in fierce and then walk back, or they don't like always do the full string into V-trigger follow-up. They're both pretty smart about how they spend their V-gauge.
Match point Infectious.
Wow.
Against AngryBird.
The upgrade. It worked.
Counter hit, crouching medium kick. Do you get anything off of that?
This is what happens when you go map blitz.
I don't think so, right? Not unless you're close. Jab, jab, Graham.
Good jab.
That is one thing about old Zeku. His crouching medium punch and his jabs and a Graham, and like he has a lot of stuff that can keep you out pretty well. His crouching medium kick. That crouching medium punch is it's really good.
That was a bad jump angle from Infectious. Not used to seeing him do that.
I think he's trying to anticipate a slide or some sort of ground movement.
Yeah, exactly, Kara Mago. You don't want to end it and be point blank -2. You'd rather do jab and then surprise them and try to, like, you know, walk up throw or something. Jab, 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 Graham is great, by the way. Yeah, that's minus. That version's like -6, I think.
Is that the -6 one? I'm not too sure. I have to double check the frame data.
Light, I think light Graham is -6.
Uh-oh,
activate. This is
don't try
it.
and press stuff.
Wow, just meaty jump.
I got hit and so
Wonder what he
did the
tried.
crowd. And AngryBird is
Or did he think it was gonna be a cross-up?
You see that delayed jab just caught in time. He was able to convert off.
Man,
So
crouching medium punch buffer run slide is so good. I know that there's always the temptation to use the EX. He didn't have EX gauge there, but there's always temptation to use the EX shoulder. But run slide is so consistent, right? You don't have to worry about it whiffing unless it's like some really weird scenario.
crosses under. And then you go and take him halfway across the screen. That has got brilliant screen carry here. No
Yeah, you can't eat another big counter hit here. Backdash, check.
Oh, another counter hit.
Counter hit combo.
And a jump back.
AngryBird does not want to block any of this. He's like, let me get the fuck out of here.
These guys have actually been doing delayed jump back and delayed throw to each other in particular situations, mainly when it's going to get.
Yeah, I like that jump actually. He doesn't want to deal with slide on the ground. That's exactly why.
All right, let's see what it is. Infectious. Sweet.
Man, wake up buttons again.
Very dangerous.
Not respecting the meaty at all.
The double dash, you can see it, Jammers. He needs to come back.
He's been very adventurous with those sweeps. I'm kind of worried.
He needs big things in this round. AngryBird has forced him into that situation.
Hang on.
Oh,
There's
the buffer.
Hang on, Sengan.
The
One
throw.
throw.
I think Palm, does Palm give you a better setup? Uh-oh. Yeah, he's going to V-trigger. Critical R chip.
He blocks, and that's the chip.
Yeah, as soon as you block that, you're dead. That's the problem is Infectious needed. I think he did that heavy palm for better Oki to try to get the hit that he needs to win. But unfortunately, as soon as you don't, you're kind of put in the spot where it's like, well, if I block, I die. If I get hit, I'm hella dead. If I block, I'm hella extra dead. So, I mean, what are you going to do?
I'm telling you, these birds.
Any other the day, the week
Yeah, the air throw after the shoulder is worse, and it costs an extra bar, right?
This is why
So
we like the first of threes, the overtime adaptation.
Past the point of no return, boy. AngryBird is going in. The momentum all on his side. The counter hit confirmed.
yeah, the crouching medium punch buffer is so good. You get good Oki after point blank with young Zeku standing light kick, one of the best meaty buttons. Nice walk up. I'm surprised that reached. One more for stun.
He did the crouch medium kick. You used to seeing AngryBird.
I'm surprised no V reversal from Infexious.
Stood still. Really nice mind game happening with those two on wake up.
Oh, just good.
Damn, hit a button. He could have done what the? I guess there's nothing you can do there. He could have done crouching jab or crouching medium punch, crouching jab, crouching medium punch, EX shoulder, and then killed there instead of the run slide. But yeah, I think he did critical art because it was guaranteed to chip.
We've been in this situation so many times. This EU regional finals has been one of the sickest tournaments.
I feel like AngryBird is one of the scariest players because you can't stop him. Like, you can't convince him not to move forward, and you can't stop him, like, you know, stop his forward movement. He's coming after you. He's going to chase your ass down no matter what. And when you put him on defense, like, you're not just going to make him block. Like, you can't, right? Like, you put him on defense, he's going to mash jab, backdash, throw, like, V-trigger, V-reversal. He's going to do something. And stopping all those options is actually really hard, I think. Yeah, he gets crush countered. If he went to the other side, he's safe. Yeah. Counter hit, hit a button. Counter hit a button. Win for the throw. You see what I'm saying?
Third time's the charm, ladies and gentlemen. Not once, not twice.
Oh, his glasses came off?
I take it and beat my demon.
He's hard to convince to chill, and that makes him like... when you fight somebody like this, you're like, all right, I'm gonna meaty. And then he blocks the meaty and V-reversals you. And you're like, okay, he's trying to V-reversal me. I'm just gonna throw him. He won't block. You know, he's just trying to block the V-reversal. I'm gonna just throw him. And then he wakes up mash jab and it beats your throw. And you're like, oh, I'm just gonna meaty him. And then he backdash, gets flipped out, standing light kick, slide. And you're like, how do I make him block? Like, it's so hard, right? Like, god damn it, what am I supposed to do? That's a tough play style to do with. Zeku. Yeah, pretty crazy match.